Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I'm so over the moon that you found me. And if you've been here before, oh my God, you came back. My name is Londa Carter and I am the recovering Hunbot. I create daily anti-MLM videos, which include stories shared with me through my Google form. Link to that in the description. I also examine what Huns are doing on social media, and I do deep dives into specific MLMs. So if that is the type of content you enjoy, good old-fashioned anti-MLM stuff, then you might want to consider subscribing. Today's video is going to focus on that things are not always as they seem, especially when it comes to MLM. So if that sounds good to you, then grab some coffee, grab some tea, get a beer, get some wine. It's Saturday night and let's get. First off, I want to say thank you so much to Heather Gorman for joining me on Patreon and supporting me over there. She's at the Brace Bayou level subscription. Just so you know, I was like, what am I going to, call these tiers? So I'm like, oh, you know what? It'll be a Houston thing. I'll use names of bayous. So you may not know anything about Brace Bayou. I actually used to live by it. I lived basically on top of it during Tropical Storm Allison. And that was a thing. So thank you again so much for Heather for supporting me. MLM might be right in front of your face, but disguised as something else. And honestly, this can apply to absolutely any scam. Sometimes because of the marketing, it's just, it just looks so good and you just don't know up front. I've had several people mention to me that, oh, their country doesn't have any MLMs or it's not a problem there. But, I think if you start really digging into it, and you go beyond, especially the really well-known MLMs, you might be really surprised of what is hiding in plain sight. The idea of this video came to me because I think it was in one of the anti-MLM groups. Somebody made mention about business coaches or coaches in general or coaches helping people in MLM, something to that effect. And I made mention of the video that I did with my subscriber, Nicole, and how we talked about that. And, this is an aspect related to MLM that I really want to get into more, because it's one thing to talk about what Huns are doing. It's one thing to talk about the income disclosures, the compensation plans, and all of that. But then there's this other thing of all of these people and companies that have things that are, quote, going to help you succeed. And even extending into people becoming life coaches, transformation coaches, just whatever kind of coach. All of that stuff, because, in my opinion, I really feel that everybody is chasing after the same thing, that, life of freedom and wanting to be their own boss kind of a thing. And so I was like, when people were talking about this in the group, I'm like, well, I'm going to need some names, because there are some people that come to my mind, but I know there's others out there and people that I want to look into. And I'm not into calling someone out by name and plastering their name everywhere. I'm more about the overall business model, the disruptive nature of it, and bringing attention to that, and also bringing attention to, and I really believe this, is that people who get involved in these things, because it's a corrupt business model, over time, you can become corrupt yourself, especially if you start experiencing some success and you don't even know that you're stepping over a line, because I think that you buy into the story so much and you convince yourself, you're so indoctrinated, you're completely oblivious of it. And then I think at some point, and I think of the unique presenter I've done a couple of videos on, where I'm not stating her name overtly or anything, Beauty by Ashley. She's done, I want to say 4 videos on her now. And I think of her, and I don't know what she was like before all of this mess and becoming a unique presenter, but I just have a feeling, because looking at her, she just looks like a normal gal, that there was something about getting into this business that pushed her over the edge and pushed her into making choices and doing things that maybe who she was before wouldn't. Okay, so When I say in plain sight, when it comes to MLM, you just never know when something is lurking under the radar, you know? So this gal right here, and I'm not giving you her name, you might be able to find her, and please don't go hate on her if you do. Most people would think that she owns her own business. That's really the way she presents herself. And so, you know, that's logical to think that. She comes across as a very personable. She talks about her love of travel. She is a digital nomad, and there's a big push. There's so many people that want to be like a traveling digital nomad. So that's going to be something to draw someone in. She's young, she's vibrant, she's pretty, and she's learned how to market herself very, very well. That, you know, learning that marketing piece is very important. Over 21,000 people have liked her page. That's a decent size. Her intro video is very warm and inviting. And when I looked at her personal profile, it says she's an affiliate marketer, a yoga instructor, and world traveler. She's from Chappaqua, New York, and lives in San Diego. And so then I'm looking at her page, you know, her online work, you know, the header of it, it says something about creating a life by design. And that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, she plays right into what women want. Freedom. In her about section, you learn that she left her corporate job. And she's literally all about freedom and having everything on her own terms. But what happens if you lift the veil? What do you see when you look a little closer? So we're now going to check out what is on her website. Okay, so here we are on the website, and I'm covering up most of the URL because, again, I'm not about calling who this is out or anything like that. I just really want to dive into what this is about so you can recognize this kind of scammy thing that's going on. And there is a relation to MLM. So right here we see that our free web series reveals how I escaped working for vacation days to setting up my office anywhere in the world. Escape now. You want to scroll down? That was Tamale with her little flappy ears. Okay, this is what you're going to find out inside. We'll show you one of the most effective ways to build an automated income asset while traveling the world. A secret formula that doesn't require a social media background, which you can implement immediately. How to replace your full-time income working remotely from your laptop. Doesn't that sound great? You feel stuck and unfulfilled. You're scared it's too late to make a change. They told you your responsibility means become an adult. You have to build a career. You have to pay bills. They told you sacrificing now for the long term is the right thing to do. You can't have it all. Traveling out of the question. Only 2 weeks of vacation a year. They told you there isn't another way. Well, your boss is going to hate me for telling you this, but all those people telling you those things, they are wrong. It is possible to have it all. It is possible to enjoy your mornings, to wake up without an alarm clock or a morning commute. It is possible to find purpose. It is possible to travel the world. Are you ready? Make a change. Are you like us, trapped daydreaming about the trip to Machu Picchu, losing your breath as you hike to the top of adjacent mountain for that perfect picture, constantly yearning to travel Europe the classy way? No more hostels, just places you've always wanted to stay, so you did it the right way. Anxiously excited about your next adventure, your itinerary, your time, your choice. But you can't do this because you're restricted by a responsible job. We were trapped too, but we broke free. Instantly discover if our marketing system is the right fit for you. Discover now. Don't take it from us. Listen to some of other world travelers. So it has all these people that, yes, look what I've been able to do. All these testimonials, blah, blah, blah. We're not looking at that. This is what I want to bring to your attention. Okay, so if you look down here and look, it says the ACE Initiative. Okay? Copyright 2019, the ACE Initiative. And there's a link to affiliate agreement. This site is not part of Facebook website or Facebook Inc. Additionally, this website is not endorsed by Facebook in any way Facebook is a trademark of Facebook Inc. And down here, business opportunity. This system and associated free training are not considered an income or business opportunity according to the Business Opportunity Rule 437.1M. Multi-level marketing. This business is not advertising a multi-level marketing or network marketing firm, as it does not fit the Costco test under FTC law. Isn't that interesting that they bring up multi-level there? And then there's this thing about franchise. This is not a franchise. Earnings claim statement. This is a company dedicated to helping people achieve their self-education and self-employment goals. Blah, blah, blah. And then there's this income disclosure. This website and the items it distributes contains business strategies, marketing methods, and other business advice that, regardless of our own results and experience, may not produce the same results or any results for you. Our organization makes absolutely no guarantee, expressed or implied, that by following the advice or content available from this website, you will make any money or improve current profits, as there are several factors and variables that come into play regarding any given business. Primarily, results will depend on the nature of the product or business model, the conditions of the marketplace, the experience of the individual, and situations and elements that are beyond your control. As with any business endeavor, you assume all risk related to investment and money based on your own decision at your own potential expense. A liability disclaimer. By reading this website or documents it offers, you assume all risks associated with using the advice given, with the full understanding that you solely are responsible for anything that may occur as a result of putting this information into action in any way, and regardless of your interpretation of the advice. You further agree that our company cannot be held responsible in any way for the success or failure of your business as a result of the information provided by our company. It is your responsibility to conduct your own due diligence regarding the safe and successful operation of your business. If you intend to apply any of our information in any way to your business operations, in summary, you understand that we make absolutely no guarantee regarding income as a result of applying this information, as well as the fact that you are solely responsible for the results of any action taken on your part as a result of any given information. Always seek the advice of a professional when making financial, tax, or business decisions. Now, most people are not going to scroll down here and read all of this. Now, are they? And weren't we told up here that we will learn how to replace our full-time income working remotely? Wasn't that part of the deal? Isn't that why we want to click that bouncing little escape now? And aren't we told here that, basically your job just sucks because you only get 2 weeks vacation a year, and that there is another way? Aren't they telling you that they're offering you something that's better than your job? Aren't you being encouraged to make a change? And when you click that make a change, this is what you do. You enter in your name, you enter in your email. So you're getting on this person's list. This person that you click their link from Facebook. Now, let me uncover something for you. And we're going to zoom up here. Look, the ACE Initiative. So all this is basically a replicated site that has been customized. So there you are on this gal's, Facebook page, and click her link thinking, oh, she has something to offer me. It's not even her website. It's not her business, but she comes across as if she has her own business. So ACE stands for Architects Creating Entrepreneurs. Doesn't that sound amazing? It's a group of people that can actually give a damn, and that alone is absolutely amazing. We go beyond simply showing you how to make money online. But wasn't there this whole thing about you can't hold us responsible? We're not guaranteeing anything in the fine print. Our program empowers clients to go from survival mode to thrive mode in every area of their lives. Every area. Everything. Your life is going to change. Most people entering our platform have no existing product or service they have built a successful business around and have no solid plan of action to achieve a lifestyle of work and play that truly resonates with them. So people come in and they don't know jack and they don't know anything, and that's where they begin. That is where we begin. There is no single path to success, and we get to know each member as individuals. Our experienced coaches recommend proven business opportunities we feel will align with them as an entrepreneur, but more importantly, as a person. We are more than an educational and software platform, though. We provide cutting-edge training on digital marketing, social media, advertising, branding, sales. So it sounds pretty good, huh? We expose our members to lucrative business opportunities across several verticals. We are not a multi-level marketing company. However, there is a strong team component to everything we do. We are a community of entrepreneurs because we know building a business on your own can be very isolating and lonely, and we believe in win-win, not win-lose. You can generate a time-leveraged income for yourself within our platform in a variety of ways. So they're saying that you can get an income based on what they have to offer. And they're listing out several different things. As a distributor for a global health and wellness company with high-ticket products, as a brand ambassador from our exclusive cosmetic skincare product, as an affiliate of any of our information products or e-com serves, by building your own drop shipping business or having a team build and operate it for you, by learning the ATM business and selling or owning your own ATMs, by mastering social media and advertising and gaining high-paying clients on a monthly retainer, by creating and selling your own products and services, and the list goes on. At the end of the day, though, all the training and all the business opportunities in the world will not replace discovering what it is you are truly passionate about and taking action on a plan to bring your dream to reality. There is a formula to discovering this for yourself and succeeding in any business you choose. It is duplicatable process highlighted in our weekly live training calls. Duplicatable process. Doesn't that sound a lot like MLM? Travis Fox, one of our founder partners, has perfected the use of subconscious auto-coding to help people improve their lives in a variety of areas, such as competitive athletes, athletics, weight loss, addictions, phobias, sales, business, and more. He teaches clients to redefine and refine to maximum optimization their automatic process, interrupt conscious negative thoughts, and arrive at a high degree of outperformance on command. For the past 28 years, his methodologies were reserved for the elites, professional athletes in golf, football, competitive fighting, high net worth individuals, and top corporations. Ooh, but now you can benefit from them as well, include just for being a member in our platform, because we want you to have every tool necessary to succeed. Oh, you just want to help everyone? Yes, but you're not making any guarantee that any of your things will provide any income, and people could absolutely invest in this and then lose everything. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. What do you think? Is that what you're getting from it? So we invite you to explore how we can serve you in affecting a radical positive change in your life today, and look forward to meeting you online in our mastermind community and in person at one of our live events throughout the world. Now we are on the founders page for the ACE Initiative, and the first person mentioned is Travis Fox, the architect. Travis is an Emmy award-winning producer, founder of Architect of Being, motivational speaker and life architect, and 3-time published author. He holds a degree in psychology and a doctorate in clinical hypnotherapy. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because this is what interests me. Because if you've been watching my videos, you know that I go look, people up over on LinkedIn to see what I can find. So let's go check out what Travis is all about over there on LinkedIn. So we were told that he has a doctorate in hypnotherapy, but here it says a PhD in psychology. That's not the same. And looking at his undergrad, it looks like psychology and real estate, but it doesn't even specify whether or not he graduated, if it is a BA or a BS or what. So this is kind of vague, which is a little bit odd as far as I'm concerned. The second founder is this Brandon Odom, the mechanic guy. who says he went to West Point and is a former U.S. Army captain. So I looked him up over here on LinkedIn. So let's check out what it says about him. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. Supposedly went to the University of Texas at El Paso. I'm not doubting that. I'm just, all of these people, it just makes me kind of go, So I look at him, but this is what's interesting is over here, founder and CEO of Team Phoenix Marketing LLC. And it does have commissioned officer. So what happens when I look up Team Phoenix? Let's check it out. Okay, so we can go see what they've been up to. I'm going to click that. Now check it out up here. What's associated with it? The ACE Initiative. So that Phoenix thing does not exist anymore. And the third person is this Brian Hodgson person, which I looked him up on LinkedIn and I couldn't find anything about him there. And that always makes me nervous. It always makes me think, what are you hiding? I'm going to check out about each of these products that you too can get so that you can create that life that you want, that life of freedom, earn passive income and all of that sort of thing. And you need absolutely no skills to do any of this. So this is what I want to check out down here. This is still part of the ACE Initiative right down here. It's letting you know. So what happens if you click the Get Started? All right, you're being told what you get. Your online business marketing platform. So they're giving you some sort of a platform. Probably it's going to have stuff to create your own funnel. That's what I'm guessing, because that's what I got involved with when I did Ubly. Don't do Ubly, by the way. And you also get, social media marketing, domination training. Gee, I had training in social media with Ubly. It was a big ripoff. And you get a strategy call with the one-on-one coach. Okay, I bet you that's going to be related to upselling you something. And what are you paying for this? $99 a month. All right, the next thing is the drop shippers. I'm going to, and let's see down here, right back there, you're still part of the ACE Initiative. And the apply now, when I click that, it takes a while for it to load. And all you get is to be on someone's email list. You don't get any information other than to get on someone's email list. So let's check out the ATM hustle. Look how they have all that money there, just playing into what people are wanting. And down here, still all part of the, ACE Initiative. And you have something to watch. So you don't really find out how much it costs or anything. You have to go through another step. It's another layer. Talk about gatekeeping. And the next thing is this ACE Life Global. So let's check that out. Go to learn more. And now you're in, I tried to find out more information about this product and I can't find anything anywhere. And again, you're still part of the ACE Initiative when you scroll down to the very bottom right here. So it still has the ACE Life right there. And the last one is the Elite Local Lead Generation product launch is going to be on 9/24/19. We're past that and there's no link. You can't find out anything about that. And I've seen this before where things were to launch at a particular date. There's something that I signed up for that, 2 years ago, there was supposed to be a course about LinkedIn that was to launch. It has yet to launch. So when I see this kind of stuff, just big scam sirens go off in my head. I did find some articles about the ACE Initiative. Oh, and if you look up here, one of my videos is right here. There you go. Boom. I'm on the blog of MLM, The American Dream Made Nightmare. But we're not talking about that. I just found that interesting. Okay. So what I want to point out to you is this information right here. The ACE Initiative, exactly like a global affiliate zone, the scam that taught Brandon, and Team Phoenix Marketing, Brandon's first attempt at running a scam. Now remember, I showed you that Team Phoenix website actually went to the ACE Initiative now. It's designed as a second layer to the MLM scam. This concept was started in Amway, which organizations known as line of sponsorship. Instead of signing up with Amway directly, a recruit has to sign up for the secondary organization and purchase their quote tools for the opportunity to purchase Amway products. The ACE Initiative works much like this. You're signing up for the ACE Initiative, but over time, you are going to be led to an MLM called Enagic. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. But with Amway, I know there is Worldwide Dream Builders, and there's another one that's big and popular that I have done someone's story and they mentioned it and I can't remember what it's called, but it's all about getting those tools. Just like with the ACE Initiative, you're getting their quote training, but it's all designed for you to get involved in the MLM. Now let me show you exactly who is involved in that. Remember the founder, Brandon Odom? Well, guess what? Here he is. He's a distributor for what? If you look up here, Enagic. And it talks all about that. And he has this big old huge long thing about that. I'm not going to give you all that information and read it to you, but there will be links to all of this in the description for this video. Now this is something that I wanted to share with you because this goes back to seeing people make comments like, oh, well, they're not really in, my country. It's not really popular in Europe and blah, all this misconception that somehow MLMs are confined more to the US. MLMs are worldwide. I don't care which way you slice that tomato, they're worldwide. You may not recognize the name. Like Enagic, I would not recognize that as MLM. We know the big ones like Amway, Herbalife, Beachbody, It Works, those ones that come up all the time. But there's plenty of sleeper MLMs, so to speak. But if you look at this map, you can see they're in Germany, France, Portugal, Italy. Aren't those like European? Kind of seems like it. But they're worldwide. Now they're very heavily in the Asian countries, and that's because the person who founded this is Japanese. So here we have the many ways to earn income: direct sales commission, override commission, educational allowance, monthly incentive, quarterly incentive, title incentive, global leadership incentive, and many, many more, which we're not going to get into all of that because that's diving into a very deep rabbit hole. This is why it is so important to do your research when an opportunity comes your way, especially if it's through social media. Now, granted, when I joined Beachbody, it was because someone I knew who was my neighbor that I trusted, and I'll be honest, I didn't do my research. I should have, and that is so unlike me. I am so the gal that goes and looks everything up, but I didn't, and it goes back to I knew her. She was my neighbor. She came over. I trusted her. But when you get anything through social media, make sure you really follow that trail. I'm going to include a link for you to a YouTube video that is a vague kind of a webinar thing. It looks like it was on maybe a Zoom or something, so that you can see people who are actively involved in recruiting people into the scheme. At the very end of that video, you're told not to believe anything you see online about the ACE Initiative, which I find interesting. And you're even told, get this, that if you look up broccoli, you'll see that broccoli is a scam, that everything, they'll say is a scam. Anything you look up and you don't want to believe, don't believe that it's a scam. But it is a scam. That's the thing. Nothing is as it seems when you follow this. Because we started out, on Facebook, on this gal's page where it looked like she had her own business. But by following the trail, we ended up at an MLM. Scams are everywhere. And MLM lurks in places you may not even suspect. So even if you think something is not MLM, I urge you to follow the trail. And I just wanted to give you a quick reminder, if you are so inclined, you can support me over on Patreon. That will help me make my videos better. It does take a while to get, all your ducks in a row and all that sort of a thing, because I love creating these videos. I love being able to bring information about MLM to the world, and I want to do more of it. It's something that I fully believe that more people need to be talking about and sharing their stories, because, that's how I got started. I just started sharing my own stuff. But as you can see with this example, MLMs are just, you never know. You just move a cup and bam, there's an MLM. Pull into a parking spot, bam, there's an MLM. They're everywhere. If you enjoy anti-MLM content, I hope you'll consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. That'd be super cool if you did, and it helps my stuff get out there into the world. I appreciate the time you spend with me. And it goes back to sharing our stories. Remember, that is so very important. If you have an MLM story to share, I encourage you to share it. If you know someone who has one, encourage them to share it. You can all use my link to my Google form and share your story with me, and I will get it out into the world at some point. You know, I have kind of a backlog, but I'm working on it. And other things keep popping up that I feel called that, okay, I need to do a video on this. So even if I have a well-laid plan, sometimes that plan, gets waylaid, so to speak. I also invite you to file a report with the FTC, the SEC, and your state authorities. For me in Texas, it's the Attorney General. For you, it might be something else, so just Google that. And if you are international, you're going to have to Google that stuff. What can I say? But most people don't tell their stories. Most people want to put the experience behind them and just go into that good night. And MLMs are counting on the fact you're not going to take action. But imagine if you did, and if everybody who has ever been involved with an MLM did, and they started filing reports and letting these entities, governmental entities, know that something is wrong every day, Monday through Friday. Don't you think that'd be very powerful? Don't you think it'd be a clear message that there's something rotten in Denmark? And remember, change starts now.